Ever feel like you're stuck in a cycle and you cannot break free? Watch this video to learn how to actually reinvent yourself in 2025. So if you're ready to transform, but you have no idea where to start, this video is for you. If you're wondering why this video is coming out in February and not January or even December, it's because springtime is when we're meant to revive and start new. So many people started their resolutions and ended up flat. My name is Kara and this is Float Activity. This is where I bridge the gap between productivity and spirituality so that you can find flow within your energy. If you're feeling stuck or need a reset, and just so you know, you're not alone. Everyone longs for a clean slate at some point in their life, whether it's burnout or overwhelm or the urge for something new. This is your chance to realign and begin again with who you really are. In this video, you're going to discover the simple yet transformative practices to create clarity and direction in your life. This is where we learn about spiritual tools that empower your journey and energy alignment. By the end of this video, you're going to walk away with actionable insights to turn your fresh start into lasting growth and empowerment. I get it. There's been times in my life where I feel so lost. Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? It's this sense of drifting without any sort of direction. You're overwhelmed by life's demands, juggling responsibilities, and it's pushing your dreams and goals to the wayside. It leaves you feeling disconnection from your purpose. It's because you've lost sight of your why, and it's easier to feel uninspired and out of alignment, or just being frustrated with a lack of progress. It's like watching time pass by without any movement towards your goals. It can feel discouraging, and it can leave you emotionally exhausted. The weight of feeling stuck can leave your energy zapped, lack of motivation, and making it hard to make the first step forward. But that's why I'm here. I'm going to give you a roadmap to a new way of living by harnessing your spiritual energy and practical productivity. As always, there's pros and cons to the energy of reinvention. So let's break them down. Some of the pros of giving yourself an opportunity to revive and reinvent yourself is that it brings personal growth. It helps you discover new layers of your authentic self so that you can step into your potential. It also brings about exciting opportunities. Reinvention often brings fresh chances for success, creativity, and fulfillment. It gives you alignment with your true self, finally living in harmony with your values, passions, and your purpose. It also gives you a renewed sense of confidence. Overcoming challenges boosts your self-esteem and belief in your capabilities. And lastly, it gives you an expanded perspective. Reinvention pushes you to explore new ideas and perspectives, making your life richer. But there's some cons to reinvention. It brings up the fear of change. Breaking the habits and stepping into the unknown can feel overwhelming. It also brings up potential setbacks. Progress isn't linear, and unexpected obstacles can slow you down on your path. It also brings judgments from other people. It challenges the expectations of those around you, leading to criticism or doubt. But let me tell you a secret. Their judgment of you tells more about them than it does about you. It also can bring up some emotional turbulence. Letting go of the past can be bittersweet and emotionally taxing. It also can bring up imposter syndrome, like doubts about whether you're truly capable of this path, and loneliness. Growth sometimes means leaving behind relationships that no longer align with you. But as you get to know yourself in this process, the more you find yourself, the more fulfilling it's going to be. I'm going to share my personal reinvention story, and maybe it will help you understand the process and the ups and downs that I've had. After my second child, I had a breaking point. I was overwhelmed, I was burnt out, and I just wasn't the person I knew I was meant to be. I had a very spiritual moment of awakening. I will never forget this moment. I connected deeply with myself, and I had this realization that I had the power to change my external reality. And the turning point of that moment became a catalyst for transformation. And it sparked this journey of self-discovery and growth. Over the next 5 years, I began to learn about energetic tools. At the time, I didn't know what they were, and I didn't know the connection between them. Some of these practices that I started integrating in my life was cycle awareness, understanding the different phases of my cycle, how my emotions and my energy fluctuate throughout the month, because I was expecting myself to do all the things things all the time. And that's what led to overwhelm and burnout. I didn't know how to become aware of my emotions. And when my body was telling me these whispers of changing the energy of what I was doing, I began to learn about human design and how I should make decisions, how I should take action, and really understanding me as an energetic person. I also started using tools like astrology and the moon phases. These tools helped revive me. It gave me a connection to my energy. It strengthened intuition that guided me towards my purpose. These tools empowered me to live a more aligned life. Now, that's why I'm here. I use these same tools to empower you and my clients that helps them feel seen, helps them reclaim their power into a life of reinvention, to who you are really supposed to be. Reinvention isn't easy, but it's one of the most rewarding journeys you can take. Now, let's talk about the energy of reinvention. This is where you integrate spiritual tools into your practical life. I'm going to break down a few different spiritual tools. It's important for you to choose one and focus your energy on that one so that you're not overwhelmed with these tools. It's important for you to understand the foundations and the basics of these tools before you make them too complicated that you give up. This is where you begin a practice with energy awareness and how it affects you in your daily life and your work and home tasks. And none of this will work unless you take inspired action. So it is up to you to create that change and momentum in your life. It takes work, but it's well worth the payoff. So let me break down these different tools that I've used and how specifically I've used them in my life. The first place I'm going to start is the cycle awareness and just understanding the energy of the phases and how I can use that in my work and home life. My whole work and home life is based off my cycle. My tasks are related to that because I know when my energy is high, I can get a lot done. And when I need to rest and nurture myself, I need that space. When I'm expecting myself to show up the same all the time, that's when I'm overwhelmed and I'm burnt out. If you want to learn more about cycle awareness, check out my cycle planning printables at karadempsey.com/cycle. When it comes to human design, even if you don't go into this tool deeply, which you shouldn't, you should use the foundations first. If you look into your inner authority, forget the type, forget anything else. If you look into your inner authority, this is how you connect with your intuition. This is how you strengthen it. Building a relationship with your inner authority is directly affected to your intuition and this knowing of what you should be doing next. If you want to break down your human design simply, get my free human design workbook at karadempsey.com/HD. Now, the next one is astrology and the moon phases. Astrology, I'm not really using as a daily tool. I more use it as a problem-solving tool. If I'm having issues specifically in my life, I will look at my natal chart and see the house or the area of life, the zodiac sign, the energy that should go with it, and I use it in a way to help break free of something that's been keeping me stuck. But the moon phases is where I've built a system to go after my goals. Goals are meant to have a repeatable process, and using the moon's energy will help propel you, align you with the energy and the desires that you want. Using these tools are going to help you have a natural flow with yourself and the universe. It is a supportive transformation. This is where you learn to work with your energy and instead of against it. You become more efficient in the things that you do. The process feels less overwhelming and more empowering. If you want to decode your natal chart, grab my free Astro cheat sheets at karadempsey.com/astro. If you want to learn more about manifesting with the moon for your goals, check it out at karadempsey.com/moon. Using these tools are going to help give you lasting growth. It creates a balance of spirituality and action so that you can create sustainable habits and a sense of alignment with your true self. It gives you empowered decision making. Use your inner authority. When you understand your inner authority and even your menstrual cycle, you understand when you're more intuitive. This allows you to make confident decisions. Now, none of these tools do I rely completely on. It's up to you to build a relationship with your intuition and tap into that as you go through this process. I can feel that you're ready to take action, or at least make a plan so that you know what to do next. Here's the exact steps for you to create your new life for 2025. First step, embracing the small steps. Big changes don't happen overnight. It starts with small, manageable steps that build momentum. It's like having a 2-minute morning ritual every day, checking in with your energy. It's the small steps. Next is to lean into fear. You're about to recondition and reprogram your way of being. Fear will come up. Use fear as a guide. It often points you to where the growth is hiding. Next, develop a support system. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and encourage your transformation. That's what my community is all about. It's a place of comfort and empowerment where we hold and nurture and encourage growth. So make sure you're subscribing, share with a friend so that you guys can keep each other accountable in this process. Next is creating your daily rituals. Start with a morning ritual, then move up to a nighttime ritual. Then you can add these mini rituals throughout your day to help you align with your energy, check in with your energy, have a place of reflection and gratitude. But these daily moments are what going to connect you to this area of reinvention. You can add practices like journaling for reflection, meditation to listen to your inner knowing, or even connecting with your altar to stay connected. Next is in using empowering tools. This is where you're going to decide if you're going to incorporate cycle awareness, human design, or even astrology so that you can understand and work with your energy. Next is super important, and that is celebrating your progress. This is where you acknowledge every win, no matter how big or small. This is going to keep you motivated and stay on track. Next is reframing your setbacks. This is where you're going to see challenges as a learning experience, and they're actually stepping stones to a greater alignment. As you go through this process, it's important for you to focus on your why. Write it down, put it by your altar, your computer, or your vision board, somewhere where you can look at it every day. This is where you're going to keep your deeper purpose to the forefront. This is how you're going to carry yourself through the tough moments. As you go through this process, it's important to invest in yourself. This is where you take the courses, buy the workbooks, read the books, listen to the podcasts, or work with a coach. Using these tools are going to help you gain the skills and the insights that you need to thrive. And lastly, visualize your future. Regularly connect and imagine the person you are going to be, and let those visions guide your actions. Whether you're meditating with your future self, journaling, however you can connect to that vision. When you follow these steps, it's going to help you achieve clarity through the process of reviving yourself. And make sure you're subscribed. That's what I do with this content, is giving you the tools and the guidance for you to take action in your energetics. I know I've given you a lot of information on how you can reinvent yourself. I want you to be able to choose with your intuition and how you feel like it's going to help you in this process. Let me give you a breakdown of these empowering energetic tools, and so that you can choose on which one you are going to choose to focus on. First, we have cycle awareness. This is understanding your menstrual or energy cycles to optimize productivity and self-care. How does it help you? It helps you align your tasks with your natural energy fluctuations for maximum efficiency. Now, who is this best for? Of course, someone who experiences a menstrual cycle. If you feel inconsistent energy throughout the month and you want to look into balancing your workload and integrate self-care into your world seamlessly. Next, we have human design. What is it? It's a system that combines astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, and the chakra system to reveal on how you are energetically wired, how to make decisions, how you interact with the world, and how you can take action. This is where you see where you're consistent and inconsistent and how your energy flows. Now, how does it help for decision making? based on your inner authority. It helps you build systems around your energy to work smarter and not harder. Now, who is this best for? If you struggle with decision making, or you second guess yourself, or you want a personalized framework to align with your authentic energy. Next, we have the moon phases. Now, how do I use it and what is it? It's using the energy of the moon phases with your goal making process so that you can manifest your goals and desires. How it helps? It gives you a step-by-step system to create your goals into SMART goals with the moon's energy, keeping your energy at the forefront. Now, who's it best for? You want to be more goal-oriented to work with the natural rhythms of the moon, or you want a repeatable process for achieving your goals. Astrology, what is it and how do I use it? I use a natal chart as a problem-solving tool. This is where we can look at different areas of your life, understand the energy, and use it to work through any obstacles. It can identify opportunities and even challenges. How it helps. It can help gain self-awareness and clarity about your strengths and areas for growth. You love exploring your personality and your life path in depth. Or maybe you want a broader cosmic perspective on your challenges and goals. So let's talk about how you're going to identify and choose the right tool for you. If you have low energy or inconsistent energy, begin a energy awareness practice. Use your cycle or even the moon's phases as a guide. Indecision or lack of clarity, your tool is going to be human design. Struggling with goals, this is where you're going to align with the moon phases. You want to understand yourself in a deeper aspect? Maybe astrology is the one for you. Next, you're going to consider your personal lifestyle. Now, the next aspect is you want to experiment and adapt. This is where you're going to start with the tool that speaks to you most, and then layer on the ones that you feel called to going to next. Woo! This was a lot of information, but I understand that you are going to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You are in control of reinventing yourself, and following the path is really important to coming back to your inner knowing. So make sure you take some time, let all this come in, because we talked about so many things. We talked about the power of reinvention, the pain of feeling stuck, empowering tools for transformation. I told you all about my personal story and the tools that I've used for this reinvention for my own personal life. And lastly, we talked about all the energetic tools and how you're going to choose which one is going to help you on your journey of reinvention. And tell me in the comments which energetic tool you are going to start learning about today. Once you feel ready, make sure you check out my video all about the personal development plan all around your energetics. Thank you so much for being here in this community where we uplift, provide safe space, and empower each other to go after our dreams and goals. Make sure you share with a friend and keep each other accountable. Don't forget to grab all my free resources, and thank you so much for being here. We'll chat soon.